Hello there. We ready for another, no doubt unpopular video of mine? Right. Most of my videos are topical and religious related or politically related, but every now and then I have got some pet hates I like to get off my chest. And one that's really tearing at me lately is ugly tattoos, especially on women. Now, there are certain tattoos where I do accept there's a point to having them. For instance, when you think of the armed forces and the various units and regiments, I can understand groups of men who've served in them regiments, yeah, having a similar tattoo to show their loyalty basically to that regiment. I also understand group affiliation. People of a certain group may want to, again, for recognition and for loyalty, wear the same kind of tattoo. Now, gang membership obviously is just fucking nonsense worldwide, but I can still even understand that in these street gangs, they may have like a marking tattoo to show they're a member of a particular gang. Also, anybody who's had like a historic or a lifetime achievement, for instance, maybe somebody who's won an Olympic gold medal in swimming or whatever, yeah, if they were to have a tattoo to mark that achievement, again, I would find that understandable. And also, anybody who's lost loved ones, maybe in war or even at a young age, and wants to some kind of commemoration of a lost loved one, then again, totally understandable. When it comes to women, women used to start off with tattoos. They'd have a little love heart or a rose, something romantically connected to a partner, maybe, or a signal of love. Again, completely understandable and in certain circumstances, very attractive and very appealing. But the problem is, tattoos now have gone way beyond all the things I've just described. Okay, now great big ugly tattoos to me are just a symbol of attention seeking, and they look bad enough on men, but on women they look horrendous and unappealing completely. And you can say this is sexist, but that's not the point. I'm a man. I don't want to look at men. I don't care what men look like. I look at women. So my opinion on how I see women far outstretches any opinion I have what a man wants to do to himself. And whoever decided to let women know, probably these influencers, your Cheryl Coles, etc., that riddling a woman's body with horrendous tattoos is a good idea. The person who's identified that as a good idea needs shooting. And I'm sick of hearing women saying, oh, well, it's my individuality and it defines me. How the fuck can a big black skull and crossbones on a woman's upper arm define her? Is she a pirate? Okay. I saw an attractive girl a couple of weeks back, beautiful, mid-20s, tall, slim, beautiful face, gorgeous woman, in a pair of shorts, running down the front of each of her thighs. She had a great big ugly black tattoo, a bear on one side and a wolf on another. How the fuck was that defining her? A couple of weeks ago, also on holiday, sat in a restaurant with my missus. I noticed on the table across a young girl of about 18 years old, sat there having some food with her parents. She had a tattoo of a chain around her neck. And I ain't talking a small dainty gold chain and pendant. I'm talking about a big thick chain that you'd find attached to the end of a fucking anchor for the Titanic around her neck. I so wanted to go over to that table and collar her father and say, what the fuck is wrong with your head that you would allow your daughter to look like that at 18, 19 years old? It was disgusting. Okay? A good few years back, I met a woman and we got a bit amorous together. And as I took her top off, I noticed tattoos all around her arms and shoulders with the names of 7 men. 7. I asked her who these were, hoping in vain that they were her brothers or her uncles. She said, oh, they're my ex-conquests. Suffice to say, I couldn't get out that door quick enough. But on the way out the door, I had a thought. She could have saved herself a fortune just by getting one 4-letter word tattooed on her arm. Again, horrendous looking. Now, as I said before, dainty tattoos on a women I've no problem with, but now they're not content with that. They have to outdo the men. So now on women, we're looking at full sleeves, full shoulders, full chest bones, all up the back, down the front, up and down the legs, on the calves, even on the hands and the neck now. It's just horrendous looking. And it's such a shame because on many of them, these tattoos are turning basically decent, good looking women into tacky looking women. Now, another thing about tattoos that bugs me, and this applies to both males and females, is people insistent on tattooing the children's names and date of births on their bodies. What's up with you people? Are you going to forget the names of your children? Are you going to forget their birthdays? These things shall be imprinted on your heart, not imprinted in ink on your body. So, for instance, my daughter was born on the 28th of February 1997. She was born at 1:42 a.m. in the morning. She weighed £5 8 ounces. It was a Tuesday night and it was raining. See, imprinted on the heart. Okay. Now, I saw a lady a few weeks back and she had 3 hearts on her wrist tattooed. I asked her what they signified. She said, oh, it's one for each of my babies. I said, oh, you have 3 children? She said, yeah. I said, do they live with you? She said, yeah, of course they do. I said, so you go home every night from work and you see these 3 children? She said, yeah. I said, so you can go home every night and you can count how many children you have? Obviously. So why have you got to put it on your fucking wrist then? It's just ridiculous. It's like, look at me, yeah? I'm a great parent. I've got tattoos for my kids all over me. Look, give me the Parent of the Year award. Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to show what a great parent you are, instead of wasting and spending hundreds, even thousands of pounds, yeah, on tattoos and ink all over your body, why not spend that money on your children? Then I'll give you a Parent of the Year award. Now, as I said before, this isn't a sexist thing. You know, people say, oh, it's okay for a man to wear tattoos, but you don't like it when a woman wears tattoos. But the thing is, there's a reason for that. Women, you are supposed to be the fairer sex. In my eyes, you are better than men. You should look better than men. So why, in the shape of ugly tattoos, are you trying to look like men? Is it part of the feminist movement? Is it part of the equality movement? Because it's very, very detrimental to the general look of women in the UK today. And also I'm sick of hearing about this, oh well, I only had 1 or 2 done, then I got addicted to the needle. So you were addicted to the needle? I'll tell you what, come round my house, my missus upstairs has got a great big bag of needles. I'll lie you down on the table and I'll prick you all over the place for 2 hours. And I won't charge you anything at all. And on top of that, I won't leave you looking like a fucking artist sketch pad when I'm done. But I'll cure your addiction. Oh dear. Listen, all it is with me is I'm sick of seeing what should be nature's greatest, most beautiful creation, which is women. I'm sick of women being uglified at the end of a tattooist's needle. Okay? And I don't care that your mates say they look great and the influencers say they look great and advertising says you look great and media says tattoos look great. They don't. Ugly tattoos on beautiful women, they ain't pretty. Until next time, feel free to like, share, subscribe, shout me down, comment. Take care.